morning, students.
Good morning.
Sir. How are you?
Good. How about you?
I'm fine. So, do you know what we're going to do now?
No.
That's okay. We're going to check on that later on. But now I'm going to check your attendance. And for the names for the students that I call the names, please raise your hand, okay? Iwayan Richard Mika Dananjaya, Ibu Sri Agung Mira Chandra Dewi, Kadian Novi Kormia Dewi, Niko Manggila Krismayani, Anak Agung Gede Hari Wisnawa, Niko Mang Desianti, Ibu Tu Daniel Meksiananto, Present, Gede Hari Krisna Wahyudi, Anak Agung Gita Raiza, Shani Gita Febrianti. Great, so all students are present. Now let's start today's lesson. But before we continue to the introduction, I would like to ask you some questions first, okay? Mira, if you have two dresses, the red one and the blue one, and then you are confused to choose which one that you should wear for an occasion, what would you do?
I think asking for suggestion from other people or asking for advice.
Yeah, asking for advice, definitely. And then if you're asking for an advice, how would you say it?
In your opinion, should I choose the blue one or the red one?
Thank you, Mira. Daniel, if Mira asks you about this, if Mira asks you which dress that she should wear for an occasion, how would you answer?
Maybe choose the right one like that.
Choose the right one.
Yes.
Great. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you again, Mira. Students, what do you call the thing that Mira and Daniel just say to each other? It starts with S. It starts with S. Suggestion. Suggestion. Great. Ari, sir. Ari. So thank you so much, Ari, for calling me. So, students, it is called suggestion. What you just heard from Mira, it is called as asking for suggestion, and what you heard from Daniel is called giving suggestion. Asking and giving suggestion is a part of daily conversation in our daily life, and there are lots of conversation that involves asking and giving suggestion. Therefore, this topic about asking and giving suggestion is very important to be learned. Okay, students, now we're going to study about asking and giving suggestion. The objectivity of this lesson is to make you so you are able to use directly the expression of asking and giving suggestions in daily conversation with other people in simple words. So you can use it after you learn about the subject about asking and giving suggestion. You may use this. You can use this for your daily conversation that involve asking and giving suggestion. So let's start with the introduction of asking and giving suggestion. First of all, what is suggestion? Anybody knows what suggestion is? Well, if you don't know, well, suggestion is an idea or plan that help people for their consideration. So if you are asking about suggestion, if you want a suggestion, it means that you are confused to decide which one for your end decision. Therefore, it is called suggestion. Suggestion can be other than in the forms of idea and plan, can also be in the form of solution and advice. So there are 4 types of suggestion. First is solution, second is advice, third is idea, and the last one is plan. what does it mean by asking suggestion and giving suggestion? Well, you can see it on the slide that asking suggestion is an action in which someone asks idea to help them producing a decision. So basically, when you ask for suggestion, sometimes you are facing a problem. You are confused to decide which one that you should do, what kind of action that you should apply, what kind of action that you should do in the future. Therefore, you ask suggestion. Okay, and then giving suggestion is an action in which someone provides idea for consideration. If someone gives you if someone gives you suggestion, it means that they choose one option that available from your side or any other option that they think suitable for your case. Okay, so now do you understand about asking and giving suggestion? Yes? Good. So now, is there any question that you would like to ask if you don't understand? No? Now I'm going to show you the expressions of asking and giving suggestion. So here are examples of asking and giving suggestions, the expressions of asking and giving suggestions. People usually, if they don't know what they should do, they usually will say, like the first example, what should I do? An example like, if you fail the exam, and then you want to have a better mark in your report card, but you don't know what you should do, and then you ask your friend this: what should I do? What should I do to improve my mark so I get a better grade in report card? And then you answer it and then you give your suggestion, your thoughts about what they should do, what your friend should do to improve their mark. And then you might answer it with one of the following expressions. Like, for example, I think you should ask the teacher and ask for a remedial task, something like that. So that is the example of asking suggestion and giving suggestion conversation. And then we have other examples like, do you have any ideas? Do you have any suggestion for me? Or what do you recommend? Usually there are some expressions that are suitable for certain circumstances. For example, what do you recommend? Usually we use what do you recommend, and I recommend you if you are in the restaurant and then you ask for foods for foods and beverage that the best in the restaurant, but you don't know because everything looks delicious, everything sounds delicious from the menu. Therefore, you ask the waiter, I'm sorry, what do you recommend for my dinner? And then the waiter will answer, I recommend you to try our newest dish called French fries, for example. That is the example, another example of conversation contains asking suggestion and giving suggestion. We have, I think you should, for giving suggestion, you need to, I suggest that you, and I recommend you to. But these are the only examples, these are only few examples of expressions regarding asking and giving suggestion. There are lots of other expressions about these two, but only this one for you, so you can use it in your daily conversation. But you can explore more regarding the expressions of the asking and giving suggestion. So, so you can be more, so you can understand more about the asking and giving suggestion, I have a video for you to watch, and it is a conversation contains the asking and giving suggestion. Let's watch it now. Yes. So students, now we're going to watch the video of asking and giving suggestion, so you can understand more about this.
Should I buy the Porsche for the Ferrari? I think you should buy the Ferrari. Why is that? Yeah,
Okay, that is the video. So what do you think about the video?
Great.
Great.
Amazing.
Anime.
Nice apps.
It's nice.
So that is the video of asking and giving suggestion. Now, after you already given the introduction of asking and giving suggestion, and then the expressions of asking and giving suggestion, also the video. Now I would like you to divide yourself into three. So we are working in a group. Now group work, please divide yourself into three. In the groups consist of 3 people, and your job is to make a conversation. A conversation like the video, like the what I've just showed you in the example of expression of asking and giving suggestion. You may choose your partners by your own. So please form a group and sit near your group.
I want you guys.
Yeah, please sit with near your group.
I should move my chair.
Mobil Bali.
Has everyone got their group?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's work on your group activity. Okay. Your task is to make a conversation contains asking and giving suggestion like the video or the examples that I've just showed you through the expression of asking and giving suggestion. Make sure that the 3 of you can have a dialogue or a line that involves asking and giving suggestion, okay? So you may start your group discussion, group activity now.
Terus ceritanya dia maju ke depan itu meragakan.
Yeah.
Basically, you know,
Yes.
like we have to do a lot of things together, you know, like, and then we're supposed to have a lot of, you know, much time together, you know, because we want to get that high vibe, you know, working together as a group, high grades, and a better future, you know.
Future, man. Better future.
I'm saying,
That's the idea. So yours.
let's go. Yeah, make it sing.
Would you like to go to this is also giving suggestions. So when you give suggestions, it's also work. Would you like to
Sounds up. I'm gonna find this.
Is that all?
Well, if I may suggest, we should go to the plot and look for more detail. Anytime, bro.
You're welcome on the staff and for this staff.
What is your topic? Oh, humanities. there any problem? Hi, boys.
Hi.
Sorry.
Oh, what are you working on?
Well, maybe some kind of a dialogue here with three of us.
Of course.
Who's
About
just about Bali, basically his wallet. I'm sorry, your answer. Yeah, he's losing his wallet in the park, and both of us would like giving suggestions to him, making things clear for him.
Time's up. Students, time's up. So have you finished? Great. Now, let's perform your conversation, your dialogue that you have just made. Is there any volunteer that would like to come first? You what? Yeah. Okay. So, group Ari, Danan, and Daniel, please come forward. So, guys.
It's okay. Okay.
Please start.
Hey Anton, why do you look so sad?
I'm serious about what to do. I just lost my wallet.
Oh really? Where do you lose it?
Maybe in the park.
I think you should be more careful with your belongings.
Yeah, I think so. This is my fault.
Well, don't be so sad, Anton. I hope you can find it really soon.
Okay, Chris. Do you have a suggestion for me?
Well, actually, if I may suggest, you should just go to the park and look for it once more. You know, more detail.
I've looked for it for hours, but I didn't find it. Do you have another suggestion?
You would better tell me scores to help you to find it. Also announce it to the visitors.
Yeah, you're right. I'll try. Thank you for suggestions.
Anytime, bro.
You are welcome until next time. It's better for you to keep your important stuff in a safe place.
Certainly, man. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You may go back.
Okay, thank you.
You did great. Now, I would like to invite another group. Is there any volunteer, or should I call randomly now? Because previously we had boys, now we will have girls. So please, this group, Mira, Dela, also Novi, please show us your name. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Please.
Hey Mary and Dina, do you have a free time this Saturday?
Let me think for a while. I think I'm free this Saturday.
Yes, me too. What's up for me? Yeah, actually I want to invite you to go to the new mall.
I'm sorry, Tony. I'm not interested to go there. The mall is new and I think there will be many people.
Yeah, I think so. Do you have any suggestion about another place?
Yes, I do. Would you like to go cinema? I heard that is a new movie.
Good idea. What movie is it?
A romance entitled Forever.
I'm sorry, I don't like romance movies.
That's okay. What do you think so much?
How about action movie?
Nice idea. I like that kind of movies.
Alright, Mary. I think it's better for us to watch action movies.
Of course, see you on Saturday.
See you!
Yeah. Good job. Girls and boys did a very amazing job. Once again, please give us applause for all of you for performances. Now, let us hear the feedback from your fellow students, fellow friends. Is there any comment that you would like to share to other groups? Yes, please.
So I would like to comment one of the performance performers are amazing. They are doing really, really good job. Just a little bit, I really hope that from the girls team, Mira say speak it more louder a little bit, and then the boys team, especially Daniel, I wish you just slower but louder too. So, but overall, two teams are amazing.
Yep. Thank you. Is there any more comment regarding the students' performance? No? No. Great. So now my comment. So based on what I just saw, what I just heard from your conversation, well, there are some points that I would like to make. There are some points that I would like to give to you as well. This can be an input for improvement for your next study to improve your speaking skill. So first, when you do asking and giving suggestion, make sure that you also pay attention to the expression and intonation, because speaking involves many factors as well. It's not just about the sentence that you speak from your mouth, but also how you speak it, how you say it. For example, if you really need to ask for suggestion, like the group of Daniel, Danan, and Ari about losing car key, you have to make sure that you pay attention to the expression on how when you ask for a suggestion, because speaking is also about that as well. And that is what we're going to be marked in the speaking skill. And then second, your intonation. Speaking involves intonation that much, because through intonation, people can know whether you ask or whether you state something. When you want to ask something, then your note, your end note will be higher than your previous tone. But then if you decide, when you state something, then your tone will be the same exact like the previous one. So please pay attention to your intonation and expression. Other than that, you already use the expression of asking and giving suggestion very well. So thank you so much for paying attention to this lesson, because it is proven from your dialogue and conversation that you are able to comprehend this subject. So thank you so much for the effort. Please give applause once again. So class, for today's lesson, I think that's all. Remember that asking suggestion in an action in which someone asks idea about something, so that someone can produce a decision. And giving suggestion is an action in which you provide solution, advice, idea, or plan to do consideration. And suggestion can be in the form of any idea, plan, solution, and advice. So I think that is the sum up of our topics for today. And this is the fun part. There is a homework for you all. A homework in which you can do it in pairs. The homework is you have to make a 3-minute conversation video, like what you just did in front of the class for the performance. Now you have to make it in the form of video. You can do it in any kind of topic, like in the restaurant, asking for which food that you would like to order, in the shopping mall, asking for clothes that you should buy for tonight's party, and any other else. So once again, the homework is making 3 minutes video. I think that's all for today's lesson. It is a great class today, and see you next week.
See you.
Thank you.